kiss and hug me. Come on, strong, go on and love me. Let's not waste that big old moon. Wake up and smell the perfume. Just say if you want to be more than friends.
Welcome to another Social Web Cafe TV interview. And today we have Eve Dawes. And you know, Eve is really, okay, she's already really special. And I just met her yesterday, I think it was, Eve.
Yeah.
But she's also one of our first contest winners. We ran a contest, and she entered a raffle for a drawing for someone to be featured on an interview. So I'm really, I mean, it couldn't have happened to a sweeter person, Eve. I'm so happy to meet you.
Thank you.
So why don't we start by having you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do. You can be as detailed or non-detailed as you want, as private or non-private as you want. I'll just leave that all in your hands and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Eve Dawes. Currently, I'm a fitness model and fitness competitor. I run a blog called angelvdevil.com, which is a health and lifestyle website that's very unique, but I'll start at the beginning and then work to how I got there. I was brought up in a village, and it was all very, like, health and natural food has always come naturally to me because it's the way I was brought up. I was brought up around farms, so everything was farm fresh. We didn't have to think, oh my God, I have to get organic. Oh my God, I have to get like grass fed. It just was. And I was always in the kitchen.
Is that the secret to your beauty? I'm sorry.
It is the secret.
Hello, Eve.
Hi.
That's what I call a swimsuit body.
Yes, swimsuit body.
Eve, how old are you?
I am 32.
32 is a great age.
Wow, you go, girl.
Yeah, you look
awesome.
Amazing. You don't look your age. You have like a hot body. What do you think, Eric?
Well, I think her accent makes her look at least 10 years younger.
Where are you from?
I'm from London, England.
That's my most favorite place on earth. What's your name again?
Eve.
Eve. Slowly turn for the camera, Eve.
Look how tight.
Tight.
You have a better body than some of the 17-year-olds that showed up here
Eve,
today.
that is a body. Are you real up here?
Yes.
Amazing.
Just eat what was put on the planet for you to eat, you know, not out of a science lab or a factory. And I mean, that's the secret. You can't go wrong farm to table. If it's basically surf and turf out of a field or out of the ocean, and that's it. So I was always
there you go, guys. Take a look at her, and you'll know that she knows what she's talking about. Okay, I'll let you talk now.
Thank you, and go blush now. No, my parents always had me in the kitchen with them, watching and learning, and it was a family thing, cooking dinner. So I always knew how to put food together. So I am really grateful to them for that. But it wasn't something I ever thought of at the time. It was just natural. And at the age of 16, I went away to full-time ballet school and actually trained as a ballerina. And that's when I realized there's a lot of pressure to stay really, really lean, but also to have a ton of energy. And the two don't always coexist well together. You're always either a little bit heavier and full of energy, or you're dieting and really low energy, or you see the extreme side where you have a lot of eating disorders, which was really upsetting to see, and you start to think that's the norm. And I'm like, hang on a minute, there has to be a better way. It was kind of like an eye-opener. I mean, this isn't the way to exist and to be happy and to be healthy to your body in the long term. You might look good for the few years you're dancing, but then what happens later down the line if you're so depleted? So after performing as a professional ballerina, I went into doing nutrition, personal training, and sports massage therapy, so I could learn the healthy way to do it and give back. Like, you know,
Wow.
It's like life's a loan, and like you want to pay it back with interest. So I wanted to be able to help others and to not have to go through what I saw so many other people and myself go through, to be the way I want to be without deprivation, without sacrifice, and have a ton of energy and not hair falling out and brittle nails and dried, sallow skin, you know. So, from there, I've just been trying to learn and learn and learn, and then everything I learn, I want to pass on. So for me, it's a continual process of learning and then teaching and being taught. So my new
That's very
website.
giving.
So the new website is basically just everything that I've learned and everything I know and everything that I'm continuing to learn and what I'm picking up from others, like trawling the web, talking to professionals, and putting it all in one place for people. And I kind of have like the tagline, I decide, because I want the person reading the site to decide, to take their life into their hands and decide what works for them. Because what one person sees as the right physique, another person doesn't like. What one diet works for one, another person doesn't. So it's just finding out, playing around with it, what works for you. All the tools are there, but I'm not going to be like, you have to do this. You will calorie count. You will do this for 90 days. Because, yeah, anyone can do something for 90 days and you'll look fantastic after the 90 days. But what happens after the 90 days?
Are you happy? That's the other thing.
Exactly. It has to be a long-term solution, not just for you, but all your friends and family around you. How does it impact your life? How does it affect your social life? Can you go out to eat and enjoy the things? So for me, it's always making it worthwhile. Like, I like a glass of wine. I like cake. I like cookies. But it's making those calories count. So I'd rather have a glass of wine than a piece of white processed bread. So it's you know, it's just like finding a balance. It's like have something bad, but don't have 30 things bad all day, every day. Because it's...
So I shouldn't be eating the rice cakes. It's like I actually love rice cakes, but then I want to eat like half the bag or something.
Rice cakes are good, but one or two. I mean, it's not an unhealthy food. You know, get the unsalted and the organic, and you can eat anything. I say there's nothing you can't eat. It's just how much of it you eat. And it's because what you are today is a product of every choice you've made up to now, and what you are in the future will be the choices you continue to make. So even like the tiniest tiniest changes can make a huge difference and huge impact. It's not trying to be the hare to the finish line, even being the tortoise. You're going to get there, and you're going to get there more sustainably.
You know, that would probably be very encouraging to people, to know that it's not something they have to do some marathon every single day of their life and be miserable, but that, like you said, the tortoise will get there too.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry, I talk a lot. No, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. I mean, one change a day, even if you just swapped out like one burger or one steak a week for a chicken or a fish or something lean, you're going to see big differences over a year. I mean, that could like change 2 pounds of weight over a year. And like, to me, again, it's not about being on a certain weight or a certain size. It's about being happy in your own skin. So try and ignore the scales. I know it's hard, and go more off of are you happy? Do you like the way you look in the mirror and in photos and in the, and in your clothes? And do you have energy? Are you happy?
When I first saw your domain, I thought I was going to come visit, and there would be little little devils and little angels, and I thought, what does she blog about? I wonder what this is. And I was really thrilled. And you mentioned yesterday what it means, although mine was like simple and shallow, because I'm thinking, oh, okay, angel food cake versus devil's food cake or something, which I think you had on there, which is for us simple thinkers that really help. But I would love to hear the concept behind how you came up with the domain name.
Okay, so
more about your site.
For me, like I said, it's all about balance, and it's basically angel and feed devil is our conscience. It's the two voices in our heads. When we see that cake, we're like, yes, I want it. Don't have it. You've got two voices, and it's that battle, and it's sometimes letting the angel win and sometimes letting the devil win. And as long as you balance it out, enjoy it, don't feel guilty about it, get up, continue, don't punish yourself. If you're going to have that treat, don't be like, oh, well, I've had that, I might as well have another 10, or I might as well just not bother. Okay, I've had it, I've enjoyed it, time to crack up, have a healthy meal, continue the lifestyle, continue the cycle. So does that answer it?
That is so balanced, because I'm listening to you going, yeah, I've done that, where it's like, well, like one candy bar, I might as well have 9 more, because I already lost a diet. But that is so balanced to say, I like how it's not, don't listen to the devil side as far as enjoying that, but okay, listen a little bit, but it's that you keep coming back to that balance.
Yeah. I mean, I even have martini recipes on there. I don't believe anything. You shouldn't not be able to have the things you love, and I try and come up with completely organic, raw, vegan, vegetarian versions of stuff, healthy versions of stuff. and then not so healthy versions of stuff. But most of my martinis on there, besides the alcohol, they are pretty clean. Like I don't use soda, I don't use sugar, I don't use cream. They're enjoyable, they're alcoholic, but they're the healthier version of what you'd normally get. They're like the skinny girl cocktails.
I like that. Now, do you have, okay, on your site, is it like someone's in the mood for something and they go and they have 5 different versions? How does that work on your site? What do they search?
You can either use the little search thing and put in something specific like chocolate pudding or pasta or pizza, and it's going to bring up different options for you which you can choose. Or if you don't know what you want, you just know you want something healthy or something unhealthy, it's labeled healthy and cheats and treats. So there's 2 separate sections to make it easy.
Oh, that's nice. So if you've been really good for 3 days and you've eaten only 2 rice cakes at a time instead of like 6, then you can go over and you can cheat a little bit.
Exactly. Hit the cheese and treats. And I have a lot more on Pinterest. Like I've been pinning a lot of my recipes and other people's recipes that I've been really enjoying and tried and tested on there. So there's more information there as well.
Excellent. Now, do you give some fitness tips too, as far as exercises and things like that?
I do. I've been a personal trainer for, oh God, this is going to be my age. 8 years.
You don't have to, but I talked over it, so no.
And every day, I would say every year, but it's every single month. Something new comes out, something different comes out, the philosophies, the science changes, they discover new things. So I do continually post exercises on there, not like a whole workout plan, but literally exercise by exercise or ideas. So if it's a hot day, I'll give you like an exercise to go do outside with no equipment, or exercises you can do when you're traveling, because a lot of us travel for work or business or pleasure, and you don't want to go to the gym, and you just want to do something you can do in 5 minutes, or something whilst you're brushing your teeth, like calf raises. Like, it's just all about keeping it simple and streamlining it, putting whatever fits into your life, because there's no point doing one program for everyone, because it's not going to work. Everyone has completely different schedules. So that way, if you want to do more than one exercise, you can look at a few exercises. If you have time for one, just do one.
I hadn't even, I'm thinking, I think I mentioned yesterday, I have a new, what's her name, Leslie. There's a walk program, and I thought, well, this is great, because I'm going to a conference. I thought I can do this in the hotel room. And I've got my little band, and I've got, the whole thing, so I can, walk 2 miles right in the hotel room. And then when you explain that you can do it while you brush your teeth, I'm like, that's even simpler. Granted, it's a different workout, but I mean, it's like, wow, there are a lot of things that you can do, even traveling.
Yeah. Well, most people are mums, and they work, and they're doing this, that, and the other, and they have social, commitments and everything. It's like, oh God, I don't have time to go to the gym for an hour and then wash my hair and dry my hair, and it's just making something that works, even if it's that yoga class at the weekend, or like I said, like doing some abs whilst your favorite TV program's on, or doing the calf raises whilst you're cooking, or, making coffee or cleaning your teeth. There's something you can do. It doesn't have to be, like I said, like just a tortoise wins the race. It's those little steps, the little changes every day that add up.
Excellent. Now, okay, this just popped in my head, especially because we're having this virtual conversation, and I feel like I know you now. No. But what about, do you ever do this, or something you thought about doing, training over Skype or even a private hangout?
I have, and if there was a demand for it, I feel like I would definitely consider doing it, because I feel it can work. It's just working out the logistics of it because of people's time hours. And I was always worried about weirdos being on there and the type of people that that might ask for it. So I was cautious about it, but it's definitely a very easy way of doing it and being able to train people anywhere. So.
See, because I'm thinking, well, I want to hire you and your help, and I'm thinking, I never thought of weirdos, but yeah, you're right. It's like, oh yeah, I want to be trained,
Yeah, we'll totally do that. Give me a call on here, and we'll start doing an ab workout or some cardio.
That's excellent. That's like a whole another realm as far as not having to be geographically in the same location.
Yeah, and I think more and more trainers are starting to do that. I mean, there's definitely people out there who do it. I would just say, just make sure you do your research. Personal training is a very personal thing. Make sure they do personal training and not a one program fits all. Make sure it's someone you're going to get along with, because you're going to spend a lot of time with them. Even that 1 hour, if you don't get on, it can be a real struggle. So make sure it's someone you gel with and that you're on the same page with. Make sure you have the same goals in mind, that they're not telling you what their goals are for you. Make sure they're fitting your goals, not the other way around.
That's good. So it's almost like an accountability. I mean, it's literally like a coaching type where people go in for business coaching and so forth. Like you said, rather than a program that everybody has to fit, that one size fits all.
Yeah.
You really have that accountability. I want to say intimacy, but I don't mean that in the sense that we think of. I mean, I would think with a trainer, as far as they know all your flaws, they know where the bulges are, they know where, what you're working on.
I'm really trying to encourage people to use my website as an online community so that they are accountable and they can support and encourage and empower each other. So don't be afraid if you want to post a comment on there, post a picture, post a comment, do before and after. Like, the idea is really to try and help each other, because there's definitely strength in numbers to know other people are going through the same thing, or even showing your before and after picture might completely change someone else's outlook and be like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then if you've written it on there, then that's your photo you're living up to. You feel some kind of accountability to live up to that. Like, I feel like accountable to everyone reading my blog, that I have to stay in shape, because I definitely believe in leading by example.
Hi, I'm Dawes, fitness professional and figure competitor. Today I'm going to give you a healthy option for barbecuing or grilling. It's a twist on a burger. It's called Turkey Waldorf Burger. And what I suggest you do is really try and find organic ingredients wherever possible. So it's really simple. You're going to start with a pound of ground turkey, white meat preferably. You're also going to take a third of a cup of chopped walnuts. Make sure they're raw, unsalted. Try and get all the sodium out as low as possible. Then you're going to take a third of a cup of cranberries, unsweetened. It can be difficult to find unsweetened. If you can't, at least look for apple sweetened instead of sugar.
Excellent. And the same warmth. You're a very warm person, Eve. And I'm imagining that you also kind of breathe that into the community, as far as people pick that up. Like you said, lead by example. And it's the same thing with the supportive aspect of it and the warmth.
Definitely. And I have to say, I've found everyone that's in the industry that I've met is very similar. It's like a family. It's just people that are really trying to help other people and look out for other people and building that way, rather than, oh, how can I make the next dollar? I mean, nothing on my site. It's all free. It's not, for me, necessarily a business. It's about trying to help people. I mean, the diabetes and obesity rates in America are ridiculous, and I'd love to be able to change that, even, just for 1, 2, 3 people. If someone reads that and I can make a difference, then that's awesome. And I feel a lot of people who are doing this really share the same philosophy.
Excellent. Now, I was going to ask you, what are your tips? You have so many tips. I know that the best tip is to go to Eve's website and become each other. Did I just take that from you? Should I ask you so you can? I'm endorsing you. There you go. I'm endorsing you. I just met you, but I'm endorsing you.
So besides going to Angel v Devil, top tips: be consistent. Don't have to be the hare, you can be the tortoise, but be consistent. Whatever you're doing, do day in, make changes every single day, and not see results is impossible. It's like one donut isn't going to make you fat. Missing one donut isn't going to make you skinny. But you do that every day, and suddenly you're going to see changes. And then find exercises you like. If you don't like the exercise you're doing, don't do it. Find something else, because you're not going to stick to it, and life's too short not to do something you enjoy and be miserable at. I'm really a big believer in just go out. If you've got a gym that has classes, try every single one, because you might hate it and you might find one you love and you're like, yes, this is for me. Why am I wasting so much time on the treadmill, or why am I wasting so much time boxing? That's stuff I like. Or you might be one of the people that do like it. And then life's too short. Just be happy.
I like that.
And last tip. I have one more. Sorry, one more. Think when you're eating, think surf and turf. I think that's probably the easiest way to kind of put an analogy to remember it. It's basically anything you find on a farm, a field, or in the ocean. And then stay away from stuff you think is made in a factory or science lab, because that way you're normally having really pure products. I'm not saying you can't have things that haven't got more than one ingredient. If it's like, 10 natural products all mixed together, it's when you start seeing things you can't pronounce on labels. That's when they're my no, stay away from foods.
Some of us would not be eating it if we cut all those out and then replace them. We'd be on a diet just because all the food is.
I mean, is. I mean, it's pretty easy now. Grocery stores are getting better. It doesn't have to be the farmer's market or Whole Foods to get organic, healthy foods. I mean, there's always, even like Ralph's and Pavilions all have organic sections now. They have fresh meat. They have fresh fish. You have the vegetable produce section. There's really no excuse. I think it's almost like creating a map of the supermarket. If you stick to the outside aisles and avoid the candy and processed aisles are always in the middle, like every grocery store has the same layout. So my tip is to go after eating, not hungry, because if you're going hungry, you're going to smell the cookies and the bread and buy it. Don't torture yourself. And B, stick to the outside aisles, because all of them are the same way.
Now, if only I went to a grocery store and I couldn't believe that, and I tried like 3 different times, and it was just a regular grocery store. Can't remember which one it was, but they didn't have just plain old ordinary rice cakes. Like you had to get the ones that were like caramel or like high salt. And it's like, why can't you just have the bland? I mean, I know I'm weird, but I actually like the taste of just the regular rice cakes. I don't like all the extra flavors, but they wouldn't have. It's like it was too healthy, so they stuck with all the extra sugar and salt.
Well, you've given me my next project there. I will create a healthy rice cake recipe you can make at home.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm watching for that. Excellent. Oh, I'm so excited. I
love having fun in the kitchen. It's like my playground, and that's what I want people to feel like. It is a playground. It's not, oh my God, we've just got to have fish and steamed veggies and no flavor. It can be flavorful. It can be fun. It's just playing around with it. Put in what you like.
Excellent. So now, how do people know your website? How else? They can find you on Pinterest? Are all those links on your website?
Yeah. They can find me on Pinterest, which is Angel v Devil. On YouTube, which is my name, Eve Dawes. I have cooking instructional videos if you find it easier to follow along with a video than a recipe. Twitter is Angel v Devil Fit. And Facebook is Angel v Devil I Decide.
Very cool.
I think that covers them all.
Excellent. And if we forget it, I'm going to put those into the show notes as well as the video. But and if we forget, we can find those by visiting your website as well, right?
Yeah, easy. Just go to Angel v Devil, and all the social media links are right on there.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Eve, for joining us. I've learned so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to watch for that recipe.
Yeah, hold me to it.
All right, guys, for anyone viewing, there will be a podcast, so you have an audio version of this. It will also show up on socialwebcafe.tv. And Eve has generously allowed us to insert some clips from her video to get you a little hungry. I mean, no pun intended, but I mean, on that one. So that you can get a little preview and you can go visit her YouTube and learn that much more and get to know Eve. Thanks again, Eve.
Thank you very much, Deborah.
Don't you wanna kiss and hug me? Come on strong, go on and love me. 'Cause I'd waste that big old moon. Wake up and smell the perfume. Just say if you wanna be more than friends. Got some love I'd like to make. Baby, you can squeeze me, I won't break. We could be in a paradise, you and me. Until then, I'll remind you again. Just say when. Oh yeah, until then, let me remind you again. Just say when. Oh baby, just say when.